Yo, last stream of the year. This is gonna be a good time. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Hello, hello, hello. Oh man. Alright. Sorry if my voice is a bit scuffed. I am a bit sick. That is unfortunate way to end the year, but 2022, man. What the heck? Gotta give you one last punch. But welcome. Here, I need to add the server. The server must be added now. Hello, welcome. I need to add the server. How do I share my own stream? There it is. I found it. The Discord server is gonna hate me, but I don't care. They are getting added today. Last stream of the year. Hello, welcome to Aurora Gear, Leonel. Sorry if I butcher that. Lori, Light Guardian, Rio, and Odd Panda who yeeted into the sun. And there's one more person I saw in chat yesterday. I don't know if they're still here. Hey, Clay. Alright, content. Event. There we go. Stream. Content. Alert. 2022 recap. You're cringe, but you're free. Yay. 2022 recap stream discussions and just hanging out. Come and join. There we go. Was that enough energy for you guys? I even bolded. I even bolded the link in the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord server, join it. We vibe. Hello, Z687. Welcome to the stream. We got people are starting to come in. We have people coming in. We are gonna go ahead and just vibe. Hey Rex, how are you doing? I can't believe you say you. Alright, so we've had a really good year on the channel. We've had a lot of fun stuff, and let's just talk about stuff. Let's vibe. So, question. What videos have you guys seen on the channel? Alright, let's start going through it. Let's see, which just joined the server, good man or girl, as you don't know. Good gear. So let's start talking about videos. Which video we want to talk about first? Because I have so much lore. I have so many ideas. I can just talk about these things for a while. We're just gonna chat for a minute. You know, this is our lore chatting session of the stream. Let's go. So I'm gonna wait for chat to catch up because the latency on YouTube I've noticed is a bit slower than Twitch, which is unfortunate. You're good. Hey, Yeet Child. No! New year, new non-copyrighted random character from an unknown series. Indeed. Loop and Blop getting a return. Okay. Alright. Actually, wait, I need to do a thing. I didn't set it up beforehand. We're just gonna let the music play in the background, by the way. If you want to listen to the same music, we're just on the channel, or relaxing Pokemon or Dungeons & music's pretty pog. I mean, there's a really cool animation that Nico made with the shinks in the earbuds. I love it. New private window. So I'm getting into practice of when I'm sharing my screen on a website to put it in incognito mode, so y'all don't get my personal stuff. And I should probably hide my bookmarks real quick. That's something I should do. Trying to not get myself. I'm gonna try not to review my files like last stream. Let's not do that. There we go. Get rid of that. And let us go. Let us chat. People are joining the Discord. That's what I like to see. I need to go here. I have slept great. New Year, new Fortnite video. I will die first. Okay, website booth. There it is. Where's the Shinx? The Shinx pop up. Tiny Shinx activate. Shinx activate. Go Shinx. Shinx, I choose you. Activate. It's not happening. The Shinx is gone. While I wait for the Shinx to get his act together, let's go to YouTube. Doing a bit of trolling. That vid introduced me to you, though. Only managed to watch your Project Floof video. Project Floof was a vibe. I'm glad it's reaching out to people, though. 5:45. So, we'll talk about Bloop and Blop first. Let's, a lot of Shinxes. We need more. There's not enough bloody Sylveon. We need more Shinxes. But, okay, so funny thing, right now, my current challenge, the Shinx is on break, clearly. I know, right? So, the funny thing, or a funny challenge I've been giving myself is trying to get the YouTube shorts, when I upload them, to choose one of the Shinx images. Project Floof video made me cry. Hugs, Rex, hugs. And not just like the Shinx little animation I have. It is the actual Shinx, like a GIF. Here, I'll quickly show. I think I did it in this one.
One of my favorite Pokemon Mystery Dungeon OCs.
Hello.
The character's name is Otto,
I just gotta recommend 2 Kingdom YouTube shorts in a row. Good.
Clan Cello, which is a clan from a tribe of Pokemon known as the Tempesec, which is this warrior group that
more video
idolizes
spawn
strength
hacks.
and power.
Where
These
is
are
it?
my Pokemon Mandalorians.
Where is it? Show it to me. Give it to me. Those are Luxios. No, I wish I could fast forward. Give me the Lux. There we go. There's the Shinx.
Religiously. And as
I've been putting much more Shinx gifts into the shorts out of desperation, and YouTube Shorts is like, no. So, okay, let's go to the first question. Let's run myself back. Bloop and Blop. Will there be a return of Bloop and Blop?
Oh, no,
well, quite frankly, I don't hate myself, so I think we'll be fine. Kingdom Shorts have started actually appearing in my recommendation. I ain't complaining. That's what I like to hear. But yeah, Bloop and Blop return? No. Please, no. Okay, how about this? If I get 1,000 subs before the end of this year, it's less than 24 hours, I'll do Bloop and Blop playthrough. That's not possible. That's not going to happen. And if that isn't achieved, I'm never doing it. So, I frankly win either way. And then Project Floof video. Oh my gosh. Project Floof is so much fun. Rex, are you down to VC? I'll drag you in here. Where's the Shinx? I'll drag you in here. We can talk about Project Floof for a bit. We can talk about Project Floof if you want to join, Rex. I'm in the corner. If you're unable to... Oh, I see why. Okay. It's back! I fixed it! The Shinx is back! Alright, get over here, Rex. Get over here. I'll drag you to the Shinx corner. That's not fair. The Magikarp Bros need a redemption arc. Just you wait. YouTube can surprise you with random subscribers. True. You don't know how happy I felt when the Project Floof video just took off. It made me so happy. You have no idea how happy it made me. It made me super happy and excited to see the Project Floof video do so well. Okay, wait. Center vertically. This thing's bugging me right now. And it's like, it's not. There we go. She finally came back. I know, right? Break's over. Alright, let me see if Rex is on standby. I don't see Rex yet. But Project Floof was a project. It was basically a project to try to make a comic series way back in, what's that noise? Oh, hello. There you are. Rex, as a artist on the Project Floof team, would you like to give some more insider information?
Insider information.
Information I left out of the video.
Dude, like in the video you made it sound like we were like so productive, but we really weren't. I mean, no, guys, Kingdom's a really great director. We were always on time with every single thing that we did. It's not like we had a schedule anyway.
I tried implementing a schedule. It was just not working out. It was not happening. That was we gave
Well, you tried, but then like school started, and then it all went down.
Yeah, the moment school started, that was the end of everything.
Also, your mic quality is pretty bad. I just want to call that out.
On the stream?
Both.
Oh no. It's the here.
You're like peaking a bunch.
Alright, let me lower it then. Thank you for letting me know.
I did, yeah, okay.
There we go.
Holy crap,
I hope
it's a
that's
person.
better.
Is Kingdom not a person now?
Excuse me?
Also, I took you from the PC earlier to do a bit of trolling.
Did a bit of... Oh, that's why the Shink stopped work. I didn't even notice. It's because like I have streamer mode on Discord, so I don't hear any notifications, including getting
That's
kicked.
good to know. That's great to know.
No, please don't do that. You're gonna sabotage me while I'm like reading a script. I'm gonna have to redo the script. Those take ages to read out. Actually, you know what?
However, you should know I'm one to troll.
But Project Floof was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Bro, like, sad.
I remember
Sad.
Bread. Bread is a bread if you're out there.
I didn't want to bring it up.
Bread, we love you, Bread. We love you, Bread. And now
Wait,
people are questioning if
Kingdom is not
know.
a person. Wait, Kingdom is a person. Kingdom is a Shinx. You're right.
they're just questioning if I'm a person. Yeah,
Serious
this
Shinx director.
Serious Shinx director. I gave myself that title as a joke, and I think I accidentally skipped. So one thing we were doing the project that I left out, I didn't mention because we really didn't accomplish anything there, was I had a plan to basically dub my own comic and put it on my YouTube channel. That was going to be my series.
Well, yeah. Didn't we have like a voice acting?
Yeah,
class?
we were getting people in our friend group to like vibe, and that's why I gave myself the name Serious Shinx Director, remember? Because I was going in and basically having auditions.
Yeah, but then I made fun of you for making your name Serious Shinx Director by also making myself Serious Shinx Director.
Actually, I think I was only Shinx Director, and when you said it might be intimidating, I've added Serious Shinx Director.
No, I was already intimidated because it was scary, but like I already knew that. I mean, we voice acted in another thing before, which was really fun, but seeing Shinx Director and then you making fun of me by putting serious in it.
That's just my leadership style. When you work on a project with me, we do a little bit of trolling.
Intimidate your workers.
Exactly. That's what I want to hear. Get back to work, Rex. You got work to do.
Not again, Kingdom.
You better get to work, Rex. I'm gonna break your pinky.
I have trauma.
Your pinkies.
I have trauma. Stop it.
Well, I'm about to pinky promise you about to be out of pinkies.
Bro, I can't get anything done that fast.
Thank you for joining us, Aurora. Good luck with moving the toilet. Those are surprisingly heavy. I have learned recently. Hello, the insane gamer.
Okay, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah.
Hold up, my phone's at 5%.
Oh, well,
that's a problem.
that was Rex, everyone.
No, it's like
It was a good time with Rex. Rex is gonna die now. That's okay.
Yeah. I might just accidentally die. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't
Whoa.
worry.
What was your favorite character from Project Blue?
Forage.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Forage seems to be like the favorite on the crew. Like, I love Forge so much, and I plan on making a short talking about him, like I've been making about different characters I've created. I rewrote Forge's story to fit into a roleplay world with my friends. And so, Forge actually did go beyond Project Floof.
Why is it called Project Floof?
Because you were... This was a name dubbed by you, actually. Remember, you were really into the must draw all the floof?
Because I drew stuff with like way too much floof back then, and then we made it. And then the profile picture was a koala Pokemon.
You just love the floof.
And I also like making fun of you for being a koala.
Yeah, so that's why it was called Project Floof. I remember you kept changing the server like icon of our Discord server for Project Floof to like the koala Pokemon every time.
It started as a group chat, and then we made a server.
And by the way, the current server we have, the Shinx Corner, actually started as just like a small little friend Discord server.
What, you mean your server right now?
Yeah,
the
Shinx.
the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that started. I made it first.
You made it first.
You were everything.
Yeah, you were the owner. Yeah, no, Rex is the true mastermind behind the channel.
Yeah, no.
I just do whatever Rex tells me.
Blame me.
Exactly.
Kingdom, I'm just joking. Kingdom, don't agree.
I agree.
Of course you agree. Anything to get you from being blamed.
I like I'm playing my own video as like B-roll in the background.
Let me get some views.
Yeah, get that watch time. Let's go.
I used to like play your videos in the background so you get more views. And I knew you used to be so happy about getting views back then.
Sorry,
I never told you that.
Sorry, I come again. I like blanked out. I read chat and I just completely failed to listen to you.
Yeah, exactly how you did the project.
Yeah. Like I feel like Project Floof was just bad time. And like I learned a lot when it came to project management from there. I have to be a bit more strict, I feel I need to be meaner. I wasn't mean enough.
If I ever get put into a project. Serious directorship.
There actually is a project I'm thinking of attempting that's been on my mind for a minute now. Should I let the chat know? I'll let them know.
I want to let them know right now?
Yeah, I probably won't actually announce it for like another month or so until I think I'm ready. But
okay.
I had an idea on trying to reach out to the bigger Pokemon Mystery Dungeon content creators on the chat or on YouTube, and I want to make a map. You know what a map is, right?
If I were to not know, how would you explain it for the chat?
The multi-animator project. So
okay.
Here.
That's what you meant.
Here. I'll show an example. The best example I can give is like here, we'll use Dice's channel for an example.
It's like when like multiple animators like animate certain parts of something?
Yeah. And I know the Warrior Cat community is big for doing that a lot.
Warrior Cats is. I've seen a bunch of those.
Yeah, okay. I don't see an example on it. But they definitely want to know. I turned the music off to look at example, but now I'm beginning to realize I'm going to get copyrighted if I turn on like one of the maps because the music in it. So I'm just going to turn this music back on. By the way, check out Dice's channel is really cool. Look at Dice's channel. They uploaded a really cool animation video yesterday.
And Among Us videos. It's kind of cool.
Kind of cool. Kind of epic. And also
Dice
working
is
on
a great artist and animator.
Exactly. And Dice is also helping work on the intro for the Team Castaway video. It's gonna be animated. We're really getting up there in production value. But but I want to do a map where I get like a piece of music, probably some short song from like say Steven Universe or that's stuff I could do like and I'm gonna I just want to announce a map. I want to get in contact with these bigger creators because they have more reach than me, and I just want to get a bunch of artists together and make a really cool map for the PMD community because I think it'll be awesome.
I mean, there's like the Pokemon what is that, community? Can I call it that? I don't Pokemon, so I don't know.
we have a fake PMDer here.
So like, there's a lot of very talented Pokemon animators. I mean, yeah. I just like, how would you get in touch with these people?
Well, for PMD Gang, they are one of the bigger PMD YouTubers right now. I'm in their Discord server, and they said they're open to anyone reaching out to them, but I'm an introvert,
Wow, even if I'm like gonna reach out to them online, I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm struggling. Like, okay, but PMD Gang has some cool stuff. They uploaded a really cool Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2023 video. Really fun.
Okay. Someone in chat said I can possibly help out with some fairly big name PMD fanfiction writers. Hands of Creation, Silver Resistance, a lot of them are artists as well.
That would be so cool. That would be
So cool.
That would be cool. Look, no, okay, like just a cool map project for the PMD community. I don't even care if it gets like a little views. I want to do stuff for the community as well. That's like the things I want to do. And like that's why I'm pushing so hard to get monetized on YouTube, because if I can get monetized on YouTube, I can fund more projects, art contests, that sort of stuff.
Chunks. Okay. Sorry, someone said chunks in chat.
Yeah, chunks. You know what? If you get, actually, no, I don't think no one has to donate. But you know, if anyone donates here, I'll show the example emote. We get chunks.
Yeah, no. Someone donates $100 right now.
Fund my projects. You don't have to. But like here.
You have to. You definitely have to. You're forced to if you want to watch this show.
For $98.
Everyone leaves.
There you go. There's the testing. There's our chonks. You know, the funny thing is, I was just yelling chonks over and over again in the microphone to get that audio clip until I got it just right. I think I yelled chonks like 17 times, top of my lungs.
Chonks over and over.
Yeah, I'll make sure not to get too ambitious. I think that's what helped Doom Project Floof.
Well, I mean, a lot of things help Doom Project Floof.
School had a good factor. It was also 2020.
Yeah, no, a lot of questionable things happened in 2020. I'll say that.
2020 was a fun year, guys. It was so
It was really fun. Well, okay, to be fair, it is the year that I met these people, so I can't say it was that bad.
Yeah. And we met through a YouTuber that shall not be named.
Next thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, a lot of people met in 2020. I think, did I make my account? No, I made my account in December of 2019, which was really close. I think Smile was one of the first people I met, though.
Smile was the first person I met properly.
Smile is one of the people that was an artist on Project Floof. Anyways.
Schedule Doom a lot of fun projects. RIP. 2020 was not a year. PMD Explorers of Heart is awesome.
2020 did not exist, guys.
Should have checked that out.
Listen. I'm trying to watch your video while also not wanting to hear my voice, but also needing to watch what you're doing.
You're watching the random B-roll. Don't mind me.
You're playing their video without their permission.
It's on YouTube. YouTube's a public domain, and I'm transforming it by talking. There's a shinx.
No, I'm kidding.
Fight me.
Square up.
Let's go. More.
I'm gonna create a whole fight scene.
Sky Temple's really cool. So I'm excited for the PMD comic reviews series coming out next year that I've been working on.
I feel like I'm unqualified for this stream. I do not Pokemon at all.
You do not Pokemon? Alright. We talked about Project Floof. We've had fun at Project. You are free to leave. You are being relieved of duty. Thank you for coming. What was your question? Okay, one more question.
A while ago you made an OC to represent your channel. Are you just the Shinx now, or are you that also that OC?
You see, OC means original character. That doesn't mean I'd identify as that character. That's just a character I've made.
Okay. Because you had it that for a while. Okay. Have fun, chat.
Thank you for coming, Rex.
Make sure to dislike the video and turn off notifications.
Thank you, Rex. That's enough from you, and we're gonna go ahead and
join the Discord server or leave it. I don't care.
Join the Discord server. Please do that. Thank you so much for joining, Rex. This is like a podcast, PMD podcast. Let's go. called On the Borrowed Time. I've been hearing so many P&D comics to go over. I'm just excited to start reading. It's been so much fun. I didn't make their lists this year. Don't worry, next year. Next year we're gonna make PMD gangs list. That's the goal. Those are goals right now. We want to talk about the PMD comics. There are a ton of good ones. Sure, let's talk about comics. Alright, you know what? Clean transition from my failed comic series to just comic series. But yeah, don't worry. We're gonna make this list. Just you wait. We're gonna make the list. But Evolution Squad? Let's read a comic. Let's read one comic. Here. Let's read like a page or two of a comic. Let's see what I'm getting myself into. I'm hearing Borrowed Time and Evolution Squad a lot. So I'm just gonna... This might be dangerous to Google on live on stream, so let me go to the streaming booth really quick. It's died by drama. That is unfortunate. Mine died from mismanagement. Evolution Squad? Evolution Squad? Okay, we'll go find Evolution Squad. Borrowed Time is fantastic so far. Alright. Evolution Squad by EV0? EV0, is that the right one? I have a DeviantArt. Yeah, this looks like it. Looks like it's it. How do I get the first here? Chapter 1. Oh wow. Wow, there's 1,000 entries. 1,023 entries. Whew, boy. So guys, I don't use DeviantArt. Help me. How do I? Here, wait. We'll go back to the website booth. Okay. I think this is it. This looks like it's it. I'm trying to get to the beginning of it. I would like to get to the start. Do I just need to go way back here? There we go. Whole thing's on Deviant. Okay, look at this. Evolution Squad. Is this it? Is this the right one? Okay. I was ready to be sinking to read Evolution Squad. Evolution Squad is very long. I think it's finished as well. It's finished. Wow. You can get to all the page. Go to cover. Okay, go to the cover. Okay. Where's the cover? Is it in like their home? Oh, that's it? Oh. Okay, well, you see, I'm getting mixed. YouTube, fix your latency. There's also prequels, if I remember correctly. Nice. Okay, so is there like first cover, second cover? Here we are. Nice. That was the cover, you just left it. Here we are. Prologue. Introduction. Alright. Introduction time. Eevee. She was an egg found by Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. Eevee is a cheerful kid who likes to make friends. They sound wholesome. Now, okay, I blame YouTube latency chat. Stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me. Okay. I was confused. Flareon's and Vaporeon's brother. He holds a big responsibility on taking care of his brother and sister. He overreacts sometimes. So like overprotected? Overprotective? Flareon quiet. Jolteon's and Vaporeon's brother. He's usually shy. He loves gardening. I like... The Flareon likes gardening. You thought it would be the Leafeon. This is outdated. Absolutely. Okay. I'll keep that in mind that they have changed since this. He's usually shy Flareon. He's adorable. Protect him. Jolteon's and Flareon's sister. She's very kind but is spoiled. Espeon, owner of the house and the founder of the squad, also has a huge crush on Umbreon, of course. This page doesn't really apply. I'm trying to know the characters. Okay, fine. Chat is just like impatient. Let's go back here. Prologue cover. Page 1. There are eggs. And it's beginning correct. Okay, that's a nice art style. That's solid background. And so, like, the things I'm going to be looking for, the thing I'm going to be looking for when I'm reviewing these is one of the things I'm looking at is visuals. Not necessarily, like, if I think the art is good, but positioning and, like, setting the tone for a comic series. Like, almost like from a videography standpoint, right? Your different camera angles and positions and stuff like that. That's the kind of things I'm looking at, not their art's bad, lol. It's my first time here for stream, and the many comics we shall see, indeed. Alright, so that's a really nice background. Good close-up, and the egg's just cracking. Next. That's the first one. Hello? Is anyone there? Oh no, were they abandoned? Oh no! Were they abandoned? That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. That's so unfortunate. Friends and family. Here we go. Chapter 1, Friends and Family. This just looks like a make you feel good comic. That's fine. Years went by. Oh, were they just alone? Are these like our Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon crew? That's an interesting position. Why are we in the forest again? Well, I thought I would take Flareon for a walk since he really loves it. Just look at him, he's happy. But I'm tired of walk. But I'm tired to walk. I just glanced down at the last panel. Look who's the ones walking here. You're just sitting on top. Jolteon's strong. It is so not a feel-good comic. Uh-oh. People who read Evolution Squad haven't read it yet. Hello, Lego Avon. Welcome. The poor Jolteon. They're torturing the poor lad. Let's see here. Hey, look over there. Where? You mean that tree? It's just an old tree. There. But it looks like a house, doesn't it? Yeah, whatever. Okay, Vaporeon, we don't storm people's houses. Storming people's houses are not recommended, my friend. Okay, alright, I like this one. I'm gonna review this one first, though. Actually, no, that's I need a shorter comic first, but how do I review these? Like, one of the things I'm still trying to determine is, do I review them by chapter or the whole thing? If I try to review the whole thing, I feel like I might just die making the review. I might just die. It'd be so oversimplified. Maybe by chapters. I don't know. And Vaporeon's like, doesn't matter, I'll check it out. Just yeets Flareon. Bye, Flareon. Goodbye, we have yeeted the shy one. Careful, you almost dropped Flareon. Good thing I caught him in time. Good job, Jolteon. You did great. Sorry. So now you're the spoiled one. Hey. Sis, wait up. Just give me just a few minutes. Maybe there's something good inside. Oh, what did Vaporeon find? What did you find, Vaporeon? That close-up on the eye, though, is actually really pog. Is anything wrong? Are you okay? Are you hurt? I'm fine, but there's an egg in here. An egg? Guys, that's someone's child. Do not steal child. There are 17 chapters. It's going to be a long review. Yeah. Vaporeon's committing burglary. Burglary? Burglary. I can speak English, I swear. Alright, that's someone's child. Don't steal the child, please. What is it doing here? It doesn't look like there's anyone live here. Okay, let me reread it. What is it doing here? Doesn't look like there's anyone live here. I love grammar. I don't know, but it kind of reminds me of us years ago. Whoa, 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 our past is not today. Everything is different now. And what should we do? We can't just leave it here. Of course we can't. I don't want it to feel the same way I did. Oh no. Another abandoned egg. What happened to the parent? Jarringly so. Big bro. I wonder, what is it gonna be, boy or girl? I'm sure we'll find out soon. They're just waiting around now. That's fine. I know sometimes even my grammar is still off when I'm writing, because you get in the moment and, like, rough draft, final draft, am I right? How can we know if it's still hatchable? Didn't you say before? I know I said it before. What if it didn't make it? I'm sure it will hatch. It has. That is some convenient time. Oh, Jolteon broke it. Jolteon broke it. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, really. He broke the egg. It was so perfect. Rip. Egg arc over. Okay, is it breaking or hatching? I didn't break it, did I? No, it's hatching. Look, the dot. He's doing his best. Phew. Oh, look at that! It's a baby Eevee! It's a baby Eevee! Look at that! That's adorable! Oh my gosh! It's adorable! It's cute! Does anyone remember Sunshine came from? Like in the main universe? I don't know. It's adorable! It's a baby Eevee! Oh! Hi there! Are you my daddy? Just call Big Bro Daddy. Me, Dad? I don't even have a girlfriend yet. Dad. That's so adorable. Hi there. That's so adorable. That's so okay. Okay, I feel like that position could be done better, but oh, that's great. I love that. That makes me happy. Look, I'm not your dad. Oh no, it's so dejected looking, but still. You can consider me as one if you like. Without eyes! Yeah, beforehand, you did all this hard work, you know. That's so cute. I love this. There are such things as single dads, indeed. Hey! That's a good question. If I could just be born knowing how to like talk and stuff, sorry. Rex is really sabotaged by my thought process. He throws. Wait. Where's the? Here, let me pause that. Where's the thing? Where's the yeet child? Where's the yeeting child? Yeet the child. Yeet child. Yeet. Oh no, it's muted.
Scared.
Yeet the child. Yeet the child.
What are you doing?
I've been added in the part.
Won't endure his weight. I know, but I can't just drop him to the ocean. He's a baby. Well, now I'm still mad at you. No.
Yeet the child. Yeet the child. There are intellects and youth, indeed.
Demands blood.
Yeet the child. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, little
Goodbye.
one.
Go away. Bye.
You're a horrible person now.
Good. Okay, sorry. That just reminded me of that. Yeet the child. A few years later. Oh, that's a quick jump. That was just instant. Instant jump. Bookwood aren't born knowing how to speak. Sometimes speed are exceptions. I can't remember where they're explained, but it is explained somewhere. Or my ear. I know, right? We just yeeted it. Mappy, come on, let's just go already. Can't you just give me another few more minutes? Why don't you take Flareon and Eevee there first? No, I took them there a few hours ago. I just got back here. Where are they going? That moment. So, alright, do we want to keep reading the comic? Okay, I feel like I said we'll read a few pages. We're on page 14 now, and I think I'm going down a rabbit hole, so I'm gonna put this on pause for now, as I do would like to read it. I'm definitely gonna continue reading this now. This is the first one I'm reviewing now. You did this, chat. Well done. I couldn't make a decision of which one I wanted to view first. So I guess we have that decision now. Yeah, so let's talk about lore. I like lore. Who wants to vibe with lore talk? I know. I'm ripping you away from the comic. This has a lot of chapters here. I'm going down a rabbit hole I would not be able to come back from. So we're gonna here. Oh, hey, look at that! Hey, it's me. 18 people watching Pog. So let's talk about lore. Any lore questions you guys have from any of the videos? Let's talk about lore. Lore review. I love lore. Who wants to talk about lore? I gotta wait for like YouTube to catch up, please. Lore vibe. If you're on YouTube, might as well go check out Arceus' Wish. Definitely gotta check that out. But we're on lore arc now, and we'll talk about lore. Give lore. Give lore. They demand lore. All right. So, any specific lore anyone wants to go at first? If not, I'm just gonna like pick one of these videos randomly and start talking about lore. So, and I have to wait for the delay. So I would give you guys like 15 seconds. Oh, Tempesec. Okay. Tempesec is being chanted. So the Tempesec, that I just uploaded that video. That's a video that was just uploaded. Fun fact. Okay, so I was feeling really sick yesterday, and the video hasn't been edited yet. So I was like, man, this is gonna be unfortunate. Gonna have to delay the video. F in the chat. But I couldn't sleep. So I just edited it anyways. I think I broke my fever. No, I have not broken the fever. But I'm not gonna be long on this stream as I would like to rest and recover. But I wanted to get the final stream of the year out. But so okay, Tempesec, back on track. I'm going on a tangent again. This is why I have scripts for the videos. So the Tempesec Pokemon is probably one of my favorite things I've created lore-wise. It goes over. Need to watch that. Ooh, yeah. So I went over the different clans, and one thing I didn't mention much. There's a lot of things that I glossed over. There's a lot more lore to it that I feel I would need more video to, or more. I have to make another video to cover. And so the Electron Code of Dishonor that I mentioned over here really briefly.
The tribe in its current form, that through honor and strength they shall survive, shall protect those teeth.
Where is it? I mentioned it.
Broods are their life. Brutal trial that is reserved for those Tempesec who breaks their oaths and creed to clan and tribe.
Okay, so the trial of the Electron Dishonor is a brutal one. It's a really bad trial. And honestly, I guess I did have time to talk about that in this video, but I thought I didn't, so I cut it from the script. It was actually in the original script where I talked about it. But here, let me go to my lore tab over here. let's see, where is it? Lore channel. Lore channel. There it is. I have it on a Discord server with my friends. And then we're gonna go up to the Dishonor. Yeah, there it is. The Electron Trial of Dishonor. So the trial is reserved for like the Dishonored and the failures, end quote, failures of the Tempesec tribe and their different clans. Each clan have a separate creed. And so the idea when I was making these was I was watching The Mandalorian at the time, and I wanted to make Mandalorian Pokemon. So that was the initial inspiration behind them. But so the I lost my train of thought. So each clan has their own specific creed. I haven't written the exact creed out for all of them, but generally Clan Lin is sort of don't attack defenseless Pokemon, don't use restraint in battle, grace in battle, that sort of stuff. Here, I'll let this play. I'll mute it. And Clan Lin, that's Clan Lin. Clan Viola is protect people, rescue Pokemon, that sort of stuff. Pokemon with lightsabers, Pog. Clan Melody is the religious head of the clan. They watch over a lot of the religious part of it and keep an eye on that sort of stuff. They help build temples, shrines, they protect the actual village itself, and they keep the village sacred and hidden because there was the event known as the Flood of Fire, and the Flood of Fire was basically this event where one day there was a village and next it was basically all burned down by end quote, birds with wings of fire. That might ring a few bells for some. Seeing that we have Zapdos in this. I haven't mentioned the third one yet though. But so the Electron Trial of Dishonored is reserved for those that break their clan creeds or break the Electron codes. So there's three parts to it. There's the Tribe's Gauntlet, and the Tribe's Gauntlet is this 10 yards where the Pokemon has to cross burning coal. They're not allowed to use their magical abilities. They're not allowed to use their moves, any of that. But it's just 10 yards of burning coal with members of the tribe lined up alongside it so they can't like escape or walk off. They have to go through it with staffs that are just beating them with the staffs on their back, chanting Iram Chan El Agad, which is Scots Gaelic for honor you have not. And when making this, I definitely leaned a lot more into sort of not Nordic, Celtic, more Celtic mythology when it comes to this stuff. So like the Scottish Highlanders, the Irish, their mythologies. I kind of combined them, and even the old Britons before the Anglo-Saxons came in. I based it a bunch of their traditions off of that, while incorporating my idea for a warrior cult. So it's like a weird fusion of Celtic and Mandalorian and a little bit of Sparta in there. There's a drizzle, just a touch. And so they're beating them with these sticks, and they have to go through it. And once they reach the end, let me take a step back. And the idea of the tribe's gauntlet is supposed to be a representation of the pain their dishonor has brought to the tribe. That they have tarnished the Tempesec name, and they have offended everyone there. And so they must undergo the wrath of the tribe for breaking this. For breaking this sacred name of the Tempesec. And that's the tribe's gauntlet. Once they get through that, the second stage of the trial begins. It's called the Duels of Redemption. It's 3 back-to-back duels with no breaks in between. And you'll fight against 2 of your peers. So say either a foundling or a youngling that was raised by the same mentor, or someone that is your age that's in the clan. You would fight them. You fight 2 of them back to back. You fight one. As soon as one is defeated, the next will fight you. And after that one's defeated, you fight your mentor, your old mentor. And to Tempesec, their mentor is basically their parent. That's those that are born or taken into the Tempesec are given a mentor. And that's just basically their parent. That's their father or mother figure that teaches them how to become a warrior, this martial law. And they would have to fight them. It's supposed to, and it's supposed to be a representation that they have faced the wrath of the tribe. They understand their failures, and they're willing to fight to make it right. That they are willing here to stand here. They're willing to stand as a statement to the entire tribe. They are here to stay. They are Tempesec. They made a mistake. They have brought shame, but they're willing to fight for their place back. And that's supposed to be the representation of the Duels of Redemption. Then the final stage of the trial begins, if they get past the Duels of Redemption. The last stage of the trial is the judging. The Dishonor has to hike Mount Tempest, which is basic. The Tempesec village resides on the side of this huge mountain that's in the mountain ranges of Mansa. And they have to hike to the peak. At the peak, there's a shrine, and will be a shaman waiting for them. Once they're at the top, the shaman will assess them. How did they take the tribe's gauntlet? How did they perform the Duels of Redemption? What did they do? How did they do it? Did they fight with grace, humility, honor? That sort of stuff. And if they believe, and the shamans there are to interpret the will of Zapdos, and if they believe that this Tempesec has faced the consequences of its shame and has moved past it, music's off, then they are welcomed back into the tribe. They will have, and when that's determined, the Dishonor will bow before the shaman. A sharp stone marks their right front paw, being a mark. The mark being a symbol of a lightning bolt. And then from there, the Dishonor is now honorable again. They're welcomed back to the village with open arms. Everyone cheers their welcoming back, as if they never committed any sins. Completely forgiven for their crime. So what if the mentor's dead? They get a new mentor. So, yeah, I can start answering your questions now. I was like looking at my newer channel. But yeah, at any point, they can fail this trial, and that's their one shot at redemption, right? If they fail, they're cast out of the tribe for good. They're exiled. They're called an exiled, a dishonored. They're not welcomed anymore. And to many Tempesecs, that is a fate worse than death, because that's their family. That's their whole world. That's the Electron trial of dishonor. But let me put some different music on. Listen to this whole playlist already. Here, let's grab you. There we go. But yeah, the Tempesecs, I like them personally. They're not the greatest society to be born into, I will tell you that. There's a reason warrior cultures don't exist anymore in our world. Sparta died out for a good reason. Like, these extreme societies, they all die out for a good reason. Because they're extreme. They really shouldn't exist. And it's pretty crazy sometimes when they exist. Yeah. Definitely a lot of fun. As a joke, it's being gay and crying. Probably in Clan Cello and Melody, but in Clan Lyn and Viola, you're probably fine. No, they don't really. There's not really any romantic relationships in the clans. It's that kind of thing is very rare. mostly because of how they're raised. Romantic relationships from a Tempesec is a very rare occurrence. You do your part for clan and tribe, you don't really, well, at least for most, you don't really care. What you care about is getting money for the tribe and fighting. That's the stuff you care about. But, yeah. Hey, Battle! Those are the Tempesecs. There's more lore about them. There's some of it. They're just here to work, exactly. I didn't even think of like. They're all raised ARO/A's. I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, those are the Tempesecs. They're great. They're my lovely Tempesecs. Love them. I mean, apparently like 60% of PMD fan fiction writes as gay or bisexual, speaking from being the writers union, which has 90% FF writers, and being bisexual myself. So, right. But yeah. I guess I don't really focus much on identity stuff when I'm writing my stuff. Like, romantic relationships, that sort of stuff. I don't really focus on that much when I'm writing. Unless it comes up, like, to me, it's coming up organically through characters, then it might come up. But at least for lore-wise and stuff like that, I'm much more focused on world building. I love world building. Here's about Teresa now, especially with the lore video on Timber Wars giving us a look at plays before it was. Well, Treeless Field of Unhappy. Yeah, Trista. Trista's great. I love Trista. Trista's a happy place. Where's the Timber Wars? Here, we'll go and pause on the map. We'll pause on the map here. So here's the modern day map of Trista, or not of Amansa. And in the corner there, that nation is called Trista. Right, yeah, and for everyone's writing, it's important on where you stand, right? You're much more focused on that sort of stuff, I'm more focused on world building. It's all about where your narrative's focused, so that's fair. I'm not saying there's one way to do it or another. But yeah, okay, so anyways, back to Trista. That is Trista there, in the corner. Trista City and Kingdom. So Trista is a large trading port city. Within the entirety of in the Mansa region, they are probably the richest city there. And they're rich thanks to the resources of the Kuan Forest. The Kuan Forest is like this giant sort of this huge forest and mountain ranges around them. Has countless resources in it, and they are making bank off of it. They have so much timber, so many raw materials from the mountains. They basically achieved the point Ontario did in Plaista. And so they're now considered the technological center of the region. They are the first group of Pokemon to develop a seaworthy sail ship, which has allowed for them to explore past this continent. Now, I'm not going to really mention the other continents without my friends' permissions and oversight, because it's their stuff, because this is all part of a roleplay world with friends. But basically, Teresa is the way I connect my continent to their continents. And they're definitely the richest ones out of it. So they develop seaworthy boats that travel long distances across open ocean, and they are the most civilized, I would say. They're at a point to where the guilds, the actual guilds in Trista, have begun to be implemented into the government. They have a royal family, as well as a court. There's a bunch of nobles. I do love lore exposition, it's great. I'm gonna help you stuck in Factorio now. You do that to yourself. So Trista I mean, there's not too many stories in Trista yet, but Trista is like this much more streamlined area. There's these noble families and houses that all interact in their own court affairs and run different regions of territories the noble family controls. And ultimately, they're all supposedly under the king, but it's more of a federal kingdom sort of deal. And on top of that, there's the guilds. There's a exploration guild and there's a rescue guild that works together. The exploration guild is based in Trista's capital, port city. The rescue guild is actually based in one of the villages, and they're much more centered around the northern border with the forest, like the wildlife meets civilization area. That's where they're based. You're having fun with deep lore stuff. I'll be listening while playing games. I'm having a great time. Thank you for tuning in, Chris, to PMD podcast review. Yeah. There is some interesting tensions right now, though, in the current region. So, Plaista has no wood. They burned all of it. They burned their forest down. They have no wood. They're unaware of the forest that's sort of northeast or northwest of them, past those mountain ranges, because those mountain ranges are very long and rigorous. So they don't know there's a forest there. But there's a forest in the Kuon Forest. That's the sentence. I'm good at those. But there's if you go east of Plaista's mountain borders, there is the Kuon Forest. That's part of Trista's sphere of influence. Plaista needs timber. Just like when Ontario caused a great calamity over wood, Plaista needs wood. Their cities are very poor after the Great Hunger and the Timber Wars. They're basically in a dark age. And they began to, ironically, repeat history a little. They begun having border skirmishes, or had border raids, where they crossed the border into Trista's sphere of influence, and started cutting down wood. Plaista does know about Trista. So Trista, Plaista, and Caravista, they all know each other because of these rivers. I mentioned the Divinus in the Timber Wars video. There's a huge river that cuts through the entire region. It's massive. And Trista has this huge waterway as well that cuts through the actual whole continent. These rivers are huge and perfect to sail up and down. They're huge and calm. So it has allowed them to definitely find each other a lot sooner. And also on top of that, there's the coastline, where they have a really close coast. So Plaista started encroaching on Trista's sphere of influence in the Kuon Forest. Trista, in response, built the Silva Castle and Alton Keep, which are these fortification lines on their side of the mountain border. In response of their militarization of the border, Plaista built the frontier forts, which are these small fortifications along the line, and is a point of tension now. And to add even more pressure, Trista did expand outwards and took control of this island that's just south of Plaista, called Bastion Point. Plaista hates this. It's a knife pointed at them. But to them, it's the equivalent of having a knife to your neck. Because from Bastion Point... Here, I'm gonna do a thing. Here, hold that thought. I'm gonna get Clip Studio up. Clip Studio time. I'm gonna get the map up. It's my drawing pad in. Welcome back, Aurora. How was the toilet moving? Hope it wasn't torturous. Hold that thought though on the Monza. So the reason why Plaista just despises the move by Trista to take Bastion Point is it gives them such a strategic edge over them. We go back to this booth. And I'm gonna go ahead. Window capture. Add source, please. Windows 10. Nailed it. Oh, I covered the shink. Sorry. So, alright. That was okay. Alright. So, plot, Trista taking Bastion Point, which is right here, gives them a very military edge. Because what they can do from here is they can travel down this stream and hit this fort. They could travel here and hit this fort. They can travel here in a combined attack to take that fort. Toilet movie's now a phrase I'm going to use, thank you. Oh, rip. So let's go to France militarizing the Rhineland. Essentially, like, Bastion Point is a dagger pointed at Plaista. On top of that, for Plaista, they're beginning to trade with the wider world as well. They're just very late to the party. And so to do that, they have to pass through here. And so by taking Bastion Point, they can interrupt their link with the rest of the world. It is a checkmate move by Trista. It's like one away from check in chess. And so by doing that, Plaista now has to find another way to access the wider world to protect their supply line. And so what they have been trying to do so far is trying to make their way up here. But now there's the problem with Caravista. I haven't mentioned Caravista much, but Caravista is like this crime syndicate area. It's just controlled by criminals. And they have pirate raids constantly. There is always some sort of bandit raid by them. But yeah, it was a big brain move. It was a gamer move by Trista. Of course, the wild card to this that both nations think about, the wild card in a war between Plaista and Trista is the Kingdom of Phoenix. Kingdom of Phoenix is an island nation and is very isolationist. At any point, if Phoenix decides to intervene, say Trista goes for attack to this fort. If Phoenix decides to intervene, they can interrupt that supply line and even threaten Bastion Point. If they attack here, Phoenix can intervene. If they attack here, Phoenix can hit Bastion Point. So Phoenix is an isolationist. Alright, don't worry, Laura, I'll get to your question in a moment. But they are an isolationist nation. They're a dual monarchy. And they basically cut themselves off the world. I didn't mention this in the Timber Wars video. But when Plaista was burning itself to the ground, Phoenix cut itself off from the world because they used to be a huge trading partner. A lot of refugees went to Phoenix, and they basically formed their own dual kingdom and isolated themselves from the rest of the world, because to them the outside world is pain. There is fires everywhere, there's war, there's turmoil, there's nothing good, there's criminals, everything's hit the fan. And so they just isolated themselves to this island. Phoenix is definitely a rabbit hole. Each nation here is a rabbit hole. I'll definitely talk about a lot of them when I can. But yeah, but right now, if they went to war, Plaista doesn't want war. And they've been doing their best to try to somewhat de-escalate this area. And Trista wants to de-escalate it too. The war is bad for business. And plus, they don't know if that mixture will reappear and destroy their own forests. But in the case of a war, assuming Phoenix is not in the equation, Trista is winning strategically. But if Phoenix does join in, they're basically back to a stalemate, where Bastion Point is no longer a huge strategic edge. Or if Phoenix joins Trista, yeah, you can see how that will go. That would be very unfortunate for Plaista. It would basically be a two-front war. War is bad for business, indeed. It would not go well for Plaista if Phoenix joins Trista. If Phoenix joins Trista, checkmate, GG, listen to Trista, or Trista is going to do a little bit of what we call a little bit of trolling. But right now, Phoenix doesn't look like it's going to join any side, as of now. That's that. So, here, I'll send this back to the streaming booth. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, I'm starting to feel really sick, so I'm probably going to start wrapping this up here. But, yeah. And so, for how I come with the names for stuff, actually, here, yeah, let me go back then. Let me go, how I get to name stuff. So, when I come up with the different names of things, I'm trying to keep in mind their meanings. Like, I want them to all have a underlying meaning to them. And so, Ontario, the name Ontario came from a family name. So Ontario was a surname of a family that became really powerful. They founded Ontario. Plaista is a combination of Planora and Astera. So during the Great Hunger, Astera basically collapsed, and Planora was surviving on a whim. And the royal family of Planora, the royal family in Planora died without an heir. The king died without an heir. And meanwhile, in Astera, they pretty much died out of starvation. So it left a bunch of nobles who are very sick of war, that don't want war, that are just scraping by barely. Even the nobles were hungry. That's when you know it's bad. The nobles were also hungry. So they elected a minor noble house by the name of Plaista, which is kind of a mid-road between Planora and Astera, and they formed the kingdom of Plaista, that basically took control of the remnants of the region. So that's where Plaista's name came from. Trista. Now, Trista is more interesting. It also comes from the founder's name, but it has evolved over time. Actually, I don't think it comes from the founder's name. I might be wrong about that. Oh, give me a moment. let me see if I'm misremembering my own thing here. There's a pre-Timber Wars. Here's the pre-Timber Wars. Okay, it was called Tressville. So Tressville, comes from so first it started as Treeville, because there was a bunch of trees. That's why it was named Treeville. And then it kind of morphed to Trest, because during the war, or before the war, people were migrating out of Ontario. So they're sort of making their way, trekking their way there, made their way to to where Trista is now. There was a lot of migration happening, and with the different languages sort of merging together, Tree just kind of became Trest. And from there, now it's called Trestville at this point. But after the war, a lot of migrants made their way here, and they definitely have a naming convention with Maltona, Plaesta, on Estera. And now language merged with that. So Tresville became Trista. That's how Trista got its name. And so, like, every time I'm naming something, I want it to represent something. Trista's name represents its history. Plaesta represents the power, the family in power. Caravista is a crime syndicate. Phoenix is, I forget which language it comes from, but it's a play on words of the word phoenix. Give me a moment. I'll find its original language. Pretty sure it's Latin. Could be Greek. I'll have to go digging through my brainstorming notes for that. But Phoenix means phoenix. It's basically another version of Phoenix, and they're reborn, right? From the Timber Wars. These are people that escaped to here and became part of the dual kingdom of Phoenix. That's how they formed. Caravista, it started as a criminal hiding den during the Timber Wars. But as the Timber Wars happened and refugees are taking flight, Caravista, there was a huge boom of crime in the sub-region over here, the southwestern sub-region. Ugh. And I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. Oh no. But basically, it is this. There was a huge boom of crime. And I think it's on my original notes of Caravista guy's name. Let me check real quick. I'll go to Caravista. Caravista is great. So, yeah, a Gabite by the name of Samuel Kara would form a bandit group that was known as the Jade Dragon, in which this group would begin making deals with corrupt nobles, desperate for advantages, and this is during the Timber Wars. So nobles were desperate to get any edges on their enemies. Ontario wanted an edge over Maltona, Planora and Sarah. Maltona was heavily desperate for something. Planora was desperate. So all these nobles were willing to work with these backdoor criminals to get an edge on their opponent. And so they started with setting estates on fire. They would raid noble houses and cause disorganization during the war. They would raid food, metals, and take prisoners. They aimed to capture citizens that were more well-off than others and hold them for ransom as well. And they're like this criminal area. So the first Caravista, like, it's not marked here on the map because the city itself didn't exist yet. But in this general area around here, let me use the pen. It'll look a lot nicer. And that general area is where the Jade Dragon set up base. It had a really nice connection with river lines that goes down here and goes around here. So it puts them in the center of everything. So really easy to get back to their hideout. That is also naturally protected by desert. So it's a really nice spot. They would also launch, the King of Ontario during the Timber Wars in Plaesta would contract them regularly, with the bandit group becoming so successful and rich in such a short amount of time. Samuel Kara knew the group had to hide their ill-gotten gains, and this is where they hid them, in that sort of den area. With himself and a special task force forming of different criminal organizations, they begin to build a city of criminals. And they would launch attacks in the dockyards of Planora, so they'll attack... Here, let me clean this up a little. They'll attack around here, raiding their coasts a bunch. They would... And also, they would create what is called the Cara Flotilla. Now, you can see where the name Caravista is coming from. Cara Flotilla was born. And the harbor cities, once considered safe, would undergo coastal pirate raids. So basically, pirates were sneaking down the Divinus. They'll make their way out into open sea, and they would attack the port cities. And along the way, they would attack the port cities along the coast. So a lot of piracy going on here, which is also what played a part in Planora taking so long to take that fort there. But I digress. So there's that. And during the Timber Wars, bandits formed, clans formed, and they tried to mimic Samuel Kara and its success. And yeah, there's just a wave of banditry that still plagues the region past the Timber Wars. There's still in modern Mansa, there are still raids across here from the flotilla. Sometimes there'll be raids across the mountain borders into some of the towns here. Trista's not safe either. There's been raids here as well, but they've been a lot less successful because Trista has developed a navy much more. So Trista has been pushing back against piracy quite a bit. A place that's still weak as ever. Let me look at that. Love your stream. Thank you, Lego Evan. Appreciate it. But yeah, Cara Vista is a criminal city. And so, the name Cara Vista formed from Cara, which is the surname of the founder, Samuel Cara, and then Vista kind of morphed from Flotilla, and now we have Cara Vista. So Cara Vista's name really represents its criminal past, its founder, and its piracy and raiding that it's known for. So, good names, I think. Those are my kingdoms in Mansa. Yeah. So I want to finish the stream off now, just talking about the channel and things I have planned. Why can Cara Vista get over mountains, but Playista can't? So here's the thing. This is an old map. I grabbed an outdated map. So there is the forest here. So these are much more rigorous. These are very high in elevation. These elevations, and like it even peaks here. It's kind of like the Alps. Think of the Alps, of how they block people from each other. And so crossing this, they can't cross this. But they can cross this. The reason they can cross this is because the mountain range ends in a beach around here. And it's not as thick, and they're lower elevation mountains. So they are able to cross these mountains here. And they can cross these mountains as well, but it's much harder to do it. So in here, there's no clear paths or anything. There's no trails blazed. So crossing those is really hard. But they can cross, like, a good amount of these mountain ranges. They can't cross this area, though. It's too hard. Hope that makes sense. But it also goes back to the fourth, where Cara Vista can also cross them, right? But Cara Vista also can't cross these mountains. They don't know how. It's too rough, it's not worth it, kind of thing. So there's that. Yeah, ignore this. This is I just realized I grabbed like the outdated map. That's unfortunate. Newer map looks nicer. Read the Evolution Squad. I'm definitely gonna be reading it while I'm recovering in bed. Yeah. Alright, makes a lot of sense. That's good. Chill, Panda. He wants the comics. I can respect that. But yeah, I want to go ahead and end the stream off just talking about what I have planned for the channel. So let me switch gears here a little. Let's go back to the streaming booth. But yeah, I do want to take a moment to say thank you guys for an amazing year on the channel. Like, seriously, I'm so happy. I feel so lucky to even get this far, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are very talented, that are working hard, and it's just, I appreciate it greatly. I really do. And it's just so much fun talking about lore, talking about the different things I've created. It's so much fun. And for the channel, 545 subscribers. That's crazy. That's a lot of people. That's insane. I'm gonna continue sharing lore. I'm gonna continue making more videos. I'm probably gonna make less of the videos like FIFA. I was being a little experimental. I think going forward on the channel, I'm gonna focus more on story times, ROM hacks, and comics. Those seems to be my 3 pillars I'm gonna be more focused on. Of course, with the different projects along the way, I want to give a hand at. Story times for Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragons coming soon next year. And definitely more lore videos on Monsa. I'm probably going to take a good amount of what I said and put it in a good video form. So, you know what? Exclusive content for those in the stream. And yeah, I can't wait for next year. Free Vert Girls chat in your city. What is this? We got our first bot. We're making it in the world. Okay, all right. One moment. Let me. Let's hide this user on the channel, and let's go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. There we go. Hog. I can give you bad fanfic I wrote when I was 14. You can riff on it with your friends. I don't like making fun of people's stuff because, you know, people do give their best shot at stuff. So I'll probably just give you constructive criticism, if anything. I know there was a bot here. We're making in the world. Hello, Zerger. Unfortunately, you have come at the end of the stream. But yeah, I'm excited for next year. I'm really excited. I'm really working to getting monetized. And once I'm monetized, I'm gonna be able to fund so many projects. It's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there as my voice. I ran out of cough drops, and that's bad. That means my throat's gonna start wanting to die. So we had good. Also 116k PMD fan. That's awesome. So I think I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna end the stream. The end has good. My favorite part. The end, right? We were talking about lore, comics. We just had a good chat. PMD discussion podcast. 2023 is gonna be great. It's gonna be the year for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's just what it is. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. You guys have a great New Year's. Spend your time with your families. Reach out to your friends. Have a happy New Year. And I shall see you guys in 2023. So until then, bye!